23-year-old Louis Domingue. He made 35 saves New Year's Eve against Winnipeg for his third win of the year. It's his first ever start against the Edmonton Oilers. And the pressure is on this Edmonton Oilers squad, Drew, to try and make some hay here at home, especially against the Pacific Division.
Yeah, you heard PJ Stock and Colby Armstrong break it down quite well for you. And what the Oilers are up against, what they need to improve on, which is a lot of aspects of the game, but moreover, getting some wins against the Pacific Division and standing at home.
Arizona won that game by the score of 4-2. The Oilers coming off a 1-0 loss to Anaheim on Thursday. Sekera and Davidson on the blue line to start. It is Newton, Hopkins, Pouliot, and Eberle up front for the Oilers. Domingue lays it around the boards. Waiting for it there is Connor Murphy. Bodker, Vermette, and Tobias Rieder up front for a Coyotes team that sits second in the Pacific Division. They have 39 points. Bodker, long shot, first save of the game for Talbot. Another one steered aside by Cam Talbot. Bodker in the corner as the Coyotes make changes. Comes back to the point. Grossman throws it behind the net. Richardson is there. Brad Richardson. Martin Hook on that line with him, along with Shane Doan, who's on the ice now. Doan with the puck. Doan, quick shot by Richardson, and it's handled by Talbot. Let's take a look at the keys to the game. They're brought to you by Ford, official automotive partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
I always think against the Phoenix Coyotes, there's a dollar fine, Arizona Coyotes, you have to match their work ethic. They're one of the hardest working, structured teams in the National Hockey League. You've got to be there. And for the Coyotes, when they're successful, they get everybody contributing. They get their D up in the play, they get their forecheck going, they get goals from everybody.
Eric Greiba back on the ice for the Edmonton Oilers. They missed one game with that groin injury. Richardson behind the net. And Richardson being watched by Letestu. The puck squirts free and is picked up by Greiba. He will give it to Hendricks, who will send it down the ice. Racing after it is Rory Korpikoski. Probably one of the few guys in the dressing room happy with what happened in this afternoon's game. Richardson stops, throws it towards the net. Doan almost tipped that one home, puts it out in front, and it's cleared away. Tipped in by Ekman Larsson. The blue line for this Arizona team can light the lamp. They've got 26 goals from their defensemen. That is second in the NHL. And it's all led by Oliver Ekman Larsson. He's got 10 goals on the year.
Todd McClellan is a guy that can predict the future. He said after the last win the Oilers had is that we've kind of plateaued right now. We've been using that word. As a coach, you're trying to get them through that. You show them a lot of video every time you get a chance to practice. You try to get them moving forward. He said January is going to be very welcome because you get more practice time. Hopefully improve the club.
Max Domi with a shot that goes wide. Domi, fourth among rookies in goals. As it comes to Murphy, long shot. That one's broken up. Letestu with it, and he will clear the zone. Ekman Larsson back into his own zone.
2 minutes into the game, it's all Arizona. They've got some jump.
3 shots so far, and that's the problem. When you talk about afternoon games, routines are disrupted, and starts critical. When you were coaching, Drew, what was the key to get guys going for an afternoon game?
I came in and gave the pregame talk, and it was always motivating and inspiring.
Absolutely.
Money.
Newt Rockney of hockey.
Money was what we actually paid guys.
Hall, Draisaitl, and Teddy Purcell out there now.
You've seen my coaching record, right?
Yes, yeah. Well, that's true. Dave Tibbetts is a little bit better than yours. He's got 506 victories.
Got his 500th in November. He is one of the longest tenured coach. Well, he's the longest tenured coach in franchise history. Was winningest coach in franchise history. Outstanding hockey coach. You know where he's from? Saskatchewan.
Oh, yes.
Moosomin, Saskatchewan. Could have been when he went to college, he had a choice in college to be a soccer player. He was that good. He was on the junior national team in Canada. Or hockey. I think he chose, as they say in the movies, wisely.
Stone from the point. Stone behind the net. Right out in front it comes. Draisaitl is there to clear it away. Hall now moving in with Teddy Purcell. Hall goes across for Darnell Nurse, who is catching up. Stone plays it off the boards. Picked up there by Draisaitl. He'll go across to Purcell, now to Hall. Paul, his shot doesn't make it to the target. A bouncing puck sits at the side of the net. The Oilers changing. Anton Lander, Jujar Kara, and Rob Klinkhammer. Klinkhammer missed 7 games with an ankle problem. That high ankle sprain has been dogging him all year. Just his 9th game of the season. He is a former Arizona Coyote.
He's got 2 hits already this shift.
Lander with the puck. Lander checked, but it comes back to Sekera. Long shot handled by Domingue. He'll hold on to it.
Andre Sekera leads the Oilers in defenseman shots. He got a good shot, puts them all at the net as much as he can, and he's got the unique ability to have that vision. When he doesn't see a path to the net, he'll shoot it off the end boards, and I think Andre's game has really improved as the season has gone on.
Paired with Brandon Davidson as Todd McClellan gets his top line right back out there. Sekera at the point, plays it off the end boards to Teddy Purcell on the far side. Checked and the puck comes down the center. Back into Oiler territory. Sekera picks it up, plays it off the boards. Raxall checked immediately by McCullough. Davidson, Sekera, Paul tipped it towards the middle. It's kept in by Tobias Reeders out there with Tikhonov and Duclair. Paul reaches for that pass. Botker intercepts. Tikhonov stopped in his tracks there by Sekera. Hall with it now. Taylor Hall, 5th in the league in points. Gets the puck to Nugent-Hopkins, to Eberle, back to Nugent-Hopkins. A bouncing puck over his stick. Nugent-Hopkins stays with it. Vermette battles with Eberle for the loose puck. Eberle comes up with it, plays it back to Schultz. So the wrist shot, tip pass intended for Pouliot, and he's going to get a penalty as he hooked down Oliver Ekman-Larsson.
No doubt about that penalty. That's not a hard one to call by the officials. A shot pass and a good chance for a deflection of the goal, but Benoit Pouliot fights there.
I'm in there with 67
gets the hook.
for hooking.
Pretty easy to see that one. Looking for a nice little deflection from the slot, and maybe Benoit Pouliot beside of the net. Been an undisciplined stick penalty in the offensive zone. You always hate those.
Arizona was 2 for 5 on the game against Winnipeg on New Year's Eve. They've gotten 4 power play goals in their last 2 games, but still are mired at 24th overall. Vermette, Reeder, Doan, Botker, and Ekman-Larsson are up front. And you look at Shane Doan, he's 13 goals, leads his team. He's got 6 on the power play.
PJ Stock said pretty much the prototypical power forward in the last 20 years in the National Hockey League.
Botker steps into a slap shot, but his stick lets him down, and it gives the opportunity for the Oilers to come back shorthanded. Rybo with Letestu, long shot handled by Domingue. Big rebound for Ekman-Larsson. Ekman-Larsson, a power play goal against Winnipeg. He's got 5 on the season. Doan with the puck now. He'll go cross ice. Reeder steps into a slap shot and a pad save by Talbot. Anton Lander with Lori Korpikoski up front. Darnell Nurse and Justin Schultz on the blue line. The player drops it back to the point. Botker waiting for it there. He'll give it to Ekman-Larsson. Ekman-Larsson to the middle. Tikhonov shot is stopped. Ekman-Larsson from the corner behind the net. Duclair. Checked by Schultz. Near side. Ekman-Larsson waiting for it there. He'll feed it down low to Max Domi. Domi sets up. Shot. Tikhonov tipped that one wide. Opportunity now for Schultz. And he'll take it. Send it down the ice. 48 seconds left to go in the first power play of this game. Max Domi gains the line. Shane Doan trying to catch up to it. Cut off there by Davidson. And then finished off by Nugent-Hopkins. Stone will go back to pick it up. He's out there with Vermette. Murphy. Doan stays out there. Stone will bring it across the line. Dish it to Doan. Doan back to the point it comes. Murphy waiting for it. He'll go cross ice. Murphy with it now. Murphy moves the middle, throws a wrist shot through traffic. It doesn't make it through. And it's sent down the ice by Brandon Davidson. Arizona with just 1 shot on that power play. They're 0 for 1. Pouliot's out of the box. 4 shots for the Coyotes, 2 for the Oilers. Vermette wants to change, and Richardson hops over the ice. Hops over the boards. Here's Martinook. He can't get a shot away. Martin Richardson, his shot blocked by Nurse. Another chance for Downey out in front, and he scores. Steve Downey did not dress the last two games. He's got his third goal of the season. Arizona leads 1-0.
Job by Downey just to stand in front, but the Coyotes gain the zone, and then what do? They're going to go back to work. They just outwork the Oilers in the corner. It's a 2-on-2. Downey works on front, then it becomes a 1-on-1 down low, and it comes right back. Downey sets up. Darnell Nurse gets caught looking at the puck. Tough play right here as Nurse looks away for a second, turns to find Downey, and that's when the pass came. So it's a matter of timing for Darnell trying to find his man. Very good setup by the Coyotes.
1-0 is the score. Rogers, Oilers hockey, right here on Sportsnet.
Welcome back. Shane Doan has had quite a finish to 2015, already tying Dale Hawerchuk for the franchise record in goals, while he surpassed him with 2 goals on New Year's Eve against the team he started his career with. And here's a breakdown of his 381 goals, if you're wondering, and I hope you are. A look at what he's done with Winnipeg, Phoenix, and then the name change to Arizona, and his goals as a young man into his 20s and into his 30s. A job well done, Shane.
And you know what? He's got 13 goals so far this season. He had 14 all of last year. So at 39 years old, as Gene mentioned, he is leading the way, and that's no surprise. 12 times he has had 20 or more goals in a season. He is out there with Richardson and Martin, who each picked up assists on that goal by Steve Downey. That's 656, the only goal of the game so far. Doan with the puck now. He'll outlet to Jordan Martinook. And a chip it by Greiba. Martinook takes a hit from Greiba, sends him to the ice. Kept in by Grossman. Doan. Letestu comes back to help out Hunt. Richardson keeps it in temporarily. Now an opportunity for Hendricks to leave the zone. He'll give it to Greiba. Gain the line and backhand it in. Hendricks goes hard into the boards. Grossman takes him in. Grossman 6'4", 230 pounds. Danny Burchell to Leon Draisaitl. Draisaitl centers out in front. Hall scores. And the combination is back. It's a 1-1 game.
The Oilers catch the Coyotes on a bad change. It's a smart change by the Oilers, and it's a hustle-out change by Leon Draisaitl. He gets on his horse. The Coyotes are caught. Draisaitl continues to work, gets to the puck. Nobody finds Taylor Hall off the bench onto the ice to the middle of the net. Really good job by Leon Draisaitl. His back passes or backhand passes are something of a phenomenon. They really are impressive. But it's the good change versus the poor change that works for the Oilers.
Taylor Hall came into the game without a goal in his last 7. He's got his team leading 16th at 7:55, and we've got a tie game. Draisaitl and Purcell get the helpers.
And number 16, Kenny Purcell.
Hall. Davidson, Sekera around the boards for Purcell. Draisaitl with it now across the line. Draisaitl centering pass for Hall, and that's picked off by McCulloch as it was headed for number 4. Everly picks it up back in his own zone. He will give it to Nurse. Schultz, quick up for Hall into the shift. He will tip it in. Taylor Hall, 5th in the league in points coming into this one, gets his 20th point against the Arizona franchise. Well, on behalf of the Safeway Score and Win contest and Heinz Beans or canned pasta, Richard Hildebrand of Millet has won the Premier Bluetooth audio speaker courtesy of House of Marlin. A goal by Taylor Hall.
Mikhail Bottker is going to come on the ice. He's going to get tangled up with the linesman. He falls. That allows Leon Draisaitl to jet onto the ice and then be able to get to the puck before Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Nobody able to handle Taylor Hall. The change was so important, and that one was a mess for the Coyotes.
23rd helper for Leon Draisaitl. Jordan Everly with it now. Everly across the blue line. He's got Pouliot in front. He's backtracked there by Declare. The Oilers get possession back. Pouliot. Pass intercepted. Pouliot gets a second opportunity. Brings it across the line. Nugent-Hopkins can't get started against Tikhonov. Downey back the other way. Steve Downey inside the line will give it to Tikhonov. Victor Tikhonov shot. Stop. Rebound. And Greiber was there to prevent Downey from getting a shot. Kipchura behind the net. Eberle with it now. Takes a bump, fights it off, and gets the puck down the ice. McCulloch to Dahlbeck. Dahlbeck up the middle. Dauphin to Dome. They'll play it around the boards. Waiting for it. Kipchura. Kipchura handled by Lander. Klinkhammer can't get it out. Murphy steps up, but he is unable to keep the puck in. Here comes Jujhar Khaira with Lander. Khaira cuts to the middle. Lost it to Murphy. And Connor Murphy, a quick outlet pass. Ekman-Larsson snaps a shot. Good play by Talbot to get rid of that. Klinkhammer just wants to get the puck in on a change with under 10 minutes left to go in the first period. The Coyotes out shooting the Oilers 7-3, but it's a 1-1 game. Domi to Murphy. Connor Murphy sends it in. Talbot. Hall. To the middle it goes, just out of the reach of Teddy Purcell. Antoine Vermette at center. Drops it back for Bodberg. The start of a 3-game Western Canadian road trip for the Arizona Coyotes. They'll be in Vancouver on Monday. They turn it over here. Teddy Purcell. His shot rises over top of the net. That's going to come back on the icing. Crunching the numbers time with Old Dutch. It's the ripple effect. Old Dutch quality lives here.
Well, we talked about at the start of the show, Taylor Hall, Leon Draisaitl, they have to be the drivers, and at home, they've been very, very good. And this is their numbers updated in their last games, including their goal tonight.
A penalty on the way, and it will be hooking. And when we come back, the Edmonton Oilers will find themselves on the power play.
Welcome back. What does hockey mean to your All-Star family? Share your story, and you and your family could win a trip to the 2016 Honda NHL All-Star Weekend in Nashville. Learn more at Rogers.com/NHL All-Star.
The penalty right up face-off. We'll see a little face-off coming up. Right there, the hook. Outside man. And that is Nicholas Grossman, the big defenseman. Used to play for Dave Tippett in Dallas. He's in Phoenix now. Arizona now. That's $2.
You owe me a ton of money.
That's $2.
Oilers were 0 for 4 when these teams met in Arizona on November the 12th. They would love to get a power play goal to kick off 2016. It has been a struggle. Pouliot right in front of the net. Here's Eberle scores just like the doctor ordered. Jordan Eberle gets his third power play goal of the year, and the Oilers have a 2-1 lead.
Kobe Armstrong mentioned it at the studio. The power play is starting to start kicking in. 3 goals in their last 15 games. This is 4 in their last 16, and it's really simple. Get the draw, attack the net early, and then scoop up the rebound. Score off the spray, as Todd McCullough likes to say. The rebound comes up, smart heads up play to kick it over to Testu, and when Jordan Eberle gets the puck there, he's not going to miss. But the key is winning the draw and attacking the net early.
Taylor Hall and Jordan Eberle both came into this afternoon's games without a goal in 7 games. They've each gotten goals this afternoon. Letestu and Pouliot get the helpers. 11:39, the time of the goal that has put the Oilers ahead by 1.
Number 55, Mark Letestu.
The Oilers' first power play goal in 8 contests. Leon Draisaitl turned around. Declare will get it to Tikhonov. He is with Tobias Rieder. Rieder over skinks and the Oilers come back. Hall checked by Ekman-Larsson. Hunt carries on, fires it into the corner as the Oilers make a change. 5 shots fired the way of Louis Domingue. 7 shots On target to Cam Talbot. Stone goes up the middle for Doan. Out there with Richardson and Martinook. Schultz quickly to Hendricks. Hendricks stopped by Richardson. Grossman out of the penalty box. He'll give it to Stone. Nicholas Grossman gets to center. Fires it around the boards. Darnell Nurse. Being watched by Doan as he plays it around for Schultz. Martinook trying to keep it in and does. Hendricks will get the puck out to neutral ice. Grossman content just to shoot it right back in as Arizona and Edmonton both want to make changes. Jordan Eberle now with 4 points in his last 4 games. By Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins cutting for the net. Nugent Hopkins circles. Turns, lets the shot go, and it hit Antoine Vermette.
We had the blinders on there because Andre Sekera was coming right down Broadway. Could have got the pass for a good chance on net.
Sekera will keep it in at the blue line. Let a long shot go. Pad save, big rebound. McCulloch clears it away. Back Domi now. Chips it in. He'll go after it. Sekera gets there first, and another penalty coming, and it will be the second power play for the Arizona Coyotes. Well, our next score and win winner, courtesy of Safeway and Heinz Beans or Canned Pasta, is James Goudreau of Strom, who has won the Husqvarna High Wheel Push Mower. That's on the goal by Jordan Eberle.
One more time on the goal. Foundations on the power play never change that make it successful. Win the draw, attack the net, have people in front, and pick up rebounds, retrieve pucks, and a real heads-up play by Mark Letestu to kick it over to Jordan Eberle.
Arizona 1 for 3 when these teams met in November. They are 0 for 1 this afternoon, generating just 1 shot on their power play.
And Pouliot was not happy with that interference call.
He sits in the penalty box. Hendricks is up front with Letestu. Ryba and Davidson on the blue line. Domi checked by Hendricks. Ekman Larson tried to throw it in, and his stick snapped. Tikhonov checks Ryba. Hendricks helps out and flicks that puck down the ice. Ekman Larson, Bodker, Vermette, Doan, and Reeder. Out against Korpikoski and Lander. Nurse and Schultz. Ekman Larson gains the zone. He's got Vermette out in front. This is Antoine Vermette. Goes back up top to Bodker. Bodker will give it to Ekman Larson. Mikkel Bodker. Ekman Larson now to Antoine Vermette. Vermette to the middle it goes. Don't shot. Stopped by Talbot. Possession back to the Coyotes. This is Vermette. Vermette hanging onto it. He'll feed it down low out in front for Doan, and that one just slides towards the net. Talbot got his pad down. Ekman Larson to Bodker. Bodker back to Ekman Larson. A wrist shot coming, and another save by Cam Talbot. Shane Doan to Ekman Larson. Ekman Larson to Bodker. Cross ice for Doan, steps a shot, and look at the save by Talbot as he comes across and makes the save.
You know your business. We know how to protect it. Inside Insurance, specializing in the oil and gas and construction industries. InsideInsurance.ca.
7 goals in their last 4 games on the power play. The Arizona Coyotes move the puck around, and they get the puck to the net. Very effective, tough power play to defend right now. As Shane Doan one-time that, but couldn't get past Talbot.
Tikhonov against Letestu. Letestu wins that draw, allows Davidson to hammer it around the boards. The other thing about Arizona's power play, Drew, is that they have given up 8 shorthanded goals. That's the most in the National Hockey League. His power play is almost over as Stone brings it across the line. 4 shots, but no result. They're 0 for 2. Tikhonov drops it to Duplayer. Right out in front was Domi. The puck went right through his legs. Pouliot quickly back the other way. He's got Eberle with him. Pouliot to Eberle. Eberle taken off the puck there by Connor Murphy. Nugent Hopkins carries on. Gets it back to Sekera. Sekera lost it. Duclair's got it, and the rookie will chip it in, and now he's going to peel off. Duclair tied for 4th among rookies in goals, but he hasn't had one in 6 games coming in. Dalbach will give it to McCulloch. Janik McCulloch around the boards. Hit Doney with that. Teddy Purcell with it now. Teddy Purcell to Hall. Hall to Purcell. Back to Hall. Plays it out in front. And this is Downey. He'll dump it in. Talbot lays it around the boards himself to Sekera. Sekera quickly to Hall. Hall to the middle it goes. Purcell is there. He was checked by Chipchura and then ran in the defense. Purcell, quick up, finds Hall. Hall moving in. Hall, his shot. Stopped by Domingue. 2-1 the score here at Raxall Place. Rogers, Oilers Hockey.
To let you know, Hockey Night in Canada has 4 games featuring 3 Canadian teams coming up tonight. First, Calgary, the Leafs look for the series sweep against Vladimir Tarasenko and the Blues. Then a Metropolitan Division battle between the Pens and Isles. The Flames take on the Avalanche, and the Jets head to the Shark Tank to face San Jose. All coming up tonight.
Here at Raxall, Gene, 2:56 left to go in the first period. The Oilers being outshot, but they have outscored the Coyotes 2-1. Rob Klinkhammer in his first game back. He played 113 games in the desert. Martinook chips it down the ice. Back the other way to Jarkera. Cross ice, trying to catch up to it with Schultz, then he peels back, but look at the steal by Klinkhammer to Lander, back to Klinkhammer, shot stopped by Domingue with a glove hand. Richardson doing a little spinorama move.
Pirouette, some pushing and shoving, and some bad words exchanged near the Coyotes net. A little steal, and so just a misplay on the puck, and then outnumbered. Klinkhammer to Lander, back to Klinkhammer going wide, but really nice save. Man is out of the crease. Absolutely, Domingue is right there, dialed in. But Rob Klinkhammer has been very excited to play every shift. He's got that feeling, or that look, I should say, that he's engaged in the game.
Nugent Hopkins didn't even get his stick down. Yeah, they'll do that again. Out there with Everly and Pouliot, Sekera and Davidson. Antoine Vermette against Nugent Hopkins. Vermette wins that draw. This is the second best face-off team in the National Hockey League. The Oilers will see the number 1 team on Monday night when Carolina's here. Nugent Hopkins shot. And that is a stick save for Louis Domingue. Pouliot trying to get it away from Domi, but it comes to Grossman. Grossman across the line. Stopped by Davidson. Back Domi trying to carry on. Sekera hit by Bodker. Fends him off. Gets the puck to Pouliot. Benoit Pouliot flips it for Everly. Cut off there by Grossman. And both teams want to get a change with under 2 minutes left to go here in the first period. Draisaitl to Hall. Hall stops up. Cutting in is Greiba. Backhand. Domingue looking for it. It's still alive.
Aaron Greiba.
Wow. Hall lost an edge. Picked up there by Tobias Reeder. Reeder for Duclair. Duclair in the corner. Reeder. Duclair takes a stick up high, and Eric Greiba is going to go to the penalty box.
Century Casino, welcome to the Winner's Zone.
Accidental high stick right on the face. And that puts Eric Greiba in the penalty box. Anthony Duclair was the victim in that situation. Eric Greiba almost got a goal, and then he ends up in the penalty box.
And it's the third power play of the afternoon for the Coyotes. 5 of their 11 shots have come with the man advantage. Stone, Reeder, and Vermette up front. Ekman Larsson and Botker on the blue line. From the faceoff, a scramble, and it's sent down the ice by Davidson. Davidson and Nurse will man the blue line. It is Hendricks up front with Mark Letestu. Letestu with the only shorthanded goal for the Oilers this season. Botker dishes off, intended for Reeder, too far for him. Less than a minute to go in the period. Tobias Reeder back to the point. Vermette will give it back to Reeder. This is Ekman Larsson with a wrist shot, and then went off the stick of Hendricks. And now Hendricks will send it down the ice. The Oilers came into the game 5th in the league in blocked shots. Ekman Larsson leads the rush for the Coyotes. To Player. Plays it back to the point. Stone with it now. Michael Stone back to Ekman Larsson. Ekman Larsson dishes across. Max Domi. Ekman Larsson steps into a shot and a glove save turned in by Cam Talbot.
The aggressiveness of Cam Talbot is what you're starting to notice more and more. Get out, find that puck, searches for the puck really well. And you see his head moving all the time, but then being able to push out, get to the edge of the crease to shut down the angle.
He is 2-0 lifetime against the Coyotes. On the face-off, that was won by Anton Lander. 5 seconds to go in the period. Stone right up the middle for Tikhonov, but they won't get a shot. And when the second period comes, Eric Gryba is going to go back into the penalty box for 39 seconds. But the Oilers get their big guns going, David, and they've got a 2-1 lead. Welcome back, everyone. Let's take a look at the first period scoring summary brought to you by Worley Parsons Ford. Visit WorleyParsonsFord.com to join our leading industrial construction team and enjoy great benefits and a safe work environment.
Steve Downey didn't press, as you mentioned last game, and he was in the lineup today. Terrific tap in from Martin and Richardson. Hall from a great pass, as Louis already showed you, from Leon Draisaitl. And Jordan Eberle on the power play, which Mark Spector showed you. Well, actually, it's the truck people show you with those guys commenting over top. Shots fairly even, 12-10.
And Eric Gryba in the penalty box for the next 39 seconds. He got a high sticking minor. It is the third power play for the Arizona Coyotes as the second period is underway.
Do you think I have to read that off the television? Because most people at home can read.
They love the belted tone.
You think they? I don't think they do.
The velvet fog of Drew Raminda.
The fog is in my mind. That's it.
Vermette ditches off to Tobias Reeder. He is checked immediately there by Darnell Nurse. Letestu and Hendricks up front as the penalty is down to 13 seconds. Ekman Larsson given a shove there by Hendricks. Hendricks creating havoc as this penalty winds down.
Terrific shift by Matt Hendricks.
Arizona with one shot. They are 0 for 3 with a man advantage. McCulloch back into his own zone. He and Belbin on the blue line. This is Klaus Belbin. Martineau. Bumped there by Schultz. Gets the puck to Vermette. Antoine Vermette. Steve Downey joining. Downey with the puck now. Downey trying to work it out in front. Cleared down the ice and then cleared out of play.
Well, someone that skated today, but prior to the game, Connor McDavid, he's smiling, which means he must be feeling a lot better than when we saw him on November 3rd, along with Luke Gazdic, Euro Pakarinen, and others, with a skate at about 10 a.m. The hands look good. The clavicle seems better. Kevin and Drew, the only remaining question, I guess, is when will he return? And at this point, there is no timeline.
That is the speculation. Everybody anxious. Talk about after the All-Star break. Well, you know, Drew, they're going to take their time with that young man.
Whenever Connor says he's good, wait a week. Connor's going to want to be out there as soon as possible, but as you have to just take your time with a kid with the future that bright.
Stone keeps it in. Richardson behind the net. Richardson knocked down. The Oilers able to come away. It's by Teddy Purcell right to Grossman. To Richardson, now to Downey. He'll flip it in and head off. Ryba being pressured by Max Domi. Hall opened the scoring for the Oilers at 7:55. Got his 16th goal of the year. Talbot plays it around the boards. Raxall to Hall. Kept in by the Coyotes. Hunt lays it off the boards and went right to Ekman Larson. Picked up now by Connor Murphy. Looking for Anthony Duclair. Eberle back the other way with Pouliot. Benoit Pouliot moving in. Wrist shot. Big rebound. Eberle's shot is stopped by Domingue. Pouliot on the steal. Pouliot, another shot, and this one whistles wide. Oilers keeping the pressure on. Schultz at the point. Schultz, a wrist shot through traffic. That is blocked. Well, the Oilers get possession back. Schultz again. He'll deliver to Pouliot. Pouliot to the middle it goes. Nugent Hopkins was checked. Ekman Larson spins to try and gain some space. Connor Murphy quickly up for Duclair. He'll tip it in, but a good chip turned in by the second line. Hendricks takes a hit as he gets the puck out. Dahlbeck looking for Chipchura. That one gets deflected.
Good rebound chance for Jordan Eberle to try to get his second goal of the game, and Louis Domingue makes a heck of a save for the Arizona Coyotes. Head up all the way, shoot the puck off the goaltender to pass to your line mate. Smart play by Benoit Pouliot. Get it off his pads, and then Jordan Eberle there to try to scoop it up, but Louis Domingue got over in a hurry.
He is 3-2-1 on the season, but this is his first start on the road. Trip continues in Vancouver Monday, Calgary on Thursday. At the point is Dahlbeck. Dahlbeck looks for Chipchura behind the net. Out there with Downey and Dauphin. Dahlbeck at the point, lets it go. Glove save, Talbot.
Bet you didn't think a pontoon could do this. Precision and performance like you've never imagined. Manitou Pontoon Boats. Available at Martin Motorsports.
Cam Talbot gave up 1 goal on 35 shots in that game against Anaheim. In a 1-0 game. Bob McClellan pulled him. His previous start goes back with him. A solid effort has him in the net again this afternoon. Whitehammer lost his stick. Gets it back again. Gets right back in the play. Puck loose in the corner. This is Anton Lander. Lander trying to work it back to Davidson. Davidson keeps it in for Jujhar Khaira. Khaira behind the net for Lander. Sekera down low. He was right in front of the net. Here is opportunity in front, cleared away by Grossman. Khaira hangs on to the puck. Khaira delivers it deep. The Oilers putting together through some good shifts from their third and fourth line.
Those are the types of shifts they need. Go back to what Colby Armstrong, PJ Stock were talking about. What are the Oilers? What kind of game can they bring? Well, I think that can change from line to line. You're going to see, obviously, top lines with more skill. But those other lines, the third and fourth lines, those bottom six forwards, for lack of a better term, they can grind it out on you.
Ekman Larson shot deflected up into the net.
There is an identity that every team has, and Dave Tippett's teams always have that identity. You heard Todd McCollum talk about it. When they are a very structured team, they're a very patient team. They're a team that gets on you quickly and will force you to make mistakes. And they stay within that team structure. Maybe the Oilers, you could argue, have a little bit more higher skill level with the top six forwards. But they've got to be able to use that work ethic as well.
They played well in their division. They're 7-1-1 as Butcher's shot is stopped by Talbot. Connor Murphy pinches for Met. Leader has it go over top of his stick. Eberle flips it out to center and chases Connor Murphy back into his own zone. Stripped to the puck by Pouliot. He got a shot away. Domingue had to be sharp and made the save.
Benoit Pouliot's been front and center in this game, hasn't he? 2 penalties. And now, last couple of shifts, 2 good chances. Good stick lift there. Tracking the puck, getting after, being after his man, get inside. Good stick lift and then stay with it. Really well done by Benoit Pouliot.
Pouliot with 3 goals in his last 3 games.
He's one of those guys. He's one of those guys that when he is engaged in the game, he can be a dominating factor.
He stays out there with Nugent Hopkins and Eberle. Face-off win. Nurse overskates. An opportunity now for Martinhook. Jordan Martinhook snaps the shot that goes wide and all the way back down into Arizona territory. Up the middle for Doan. Doan just inside the line. Can't keep it there. The Oilers, Eberle with it now. Eberle flips it ahead. Nugent Hopkins giving chase. Ekman Larson breaks into the corner. Shane Doan to Jordan Martinhook. Bounces it out to center. Nurse snaps it around the boards. Hall waiting for it. Hall checked. Martinhook went by Richardson. Ends up on the stick of Shane Doan. Martinhook trying to get it to settle down. He'll just chip it into the corner. Hunt around the boards. Hall waiting for it far side. 15 shots for the Coyotes, 13 for the Oilers. Just over 14 minutes to go in the second period. Hall turns for Teddy Purcell, just off his skate. Purcell gets it to Draisaitl. He's got Hall out in front. Hall knocks it down, lets a shot go, blocked by Vermette. Hunt keeps it in at the point. Round to the near side it comes. Waiting for it there is Eric Reimer. Draisaitl has it, throws it right out in front. The puck sits there. It's cleared by Stone from one knee. Mikkel Boedker with Antoine Vermette. Vermette bobbles. Domi carries on. Domi checked by Letestu. Domi right out in front. Vermette backhand. That one goes wide. Hendricks will pick it up on the near side. Matt Hendricks flips it in. Out there with Letestu and Korpikoski. Making Maury Korpikoski keeping it in for the Oilers for Hendricks. Letestu battling in front with Dahlbeck. Letestu now. He and Dahlbeck continue that battle in the corner. Sekera down low. Korpikoski back up top. Here's Hendricks' shot. And it is handled by Domingue. And now pushing and shoving in the high slot. And everybody in there, but they'll break up. Rogers, Oilers hockey, right here on Sportsnet.
Come back in our pregame show. PJ Stocks at the Edmonton Oilers' New Year's resolution should be finding an identity, which they've done so far today. As for Colby Armstrong, it was scoring on the power play, which they've also done today. Well, a lot of people are involved in New Year's resolutions. Almost half of people try to do something like maybe giving up candy. It is one of the things that Edmonton Oilers' Anton Lander is considering. Actually, he and his wife are thinking about doing it in 2016, as apparently Anton has a real Swede tooth.
He's not going to be giving any candy to Pakarinen or Korpikoski as Finland plays Sweden in the semifinals of the World Junior. Hall, his shot, ends up behind the net. Look at Sekera swoop in and get it. Andrei Sekera's got Hall backdoor, can't get it to him. Stone prevented that. Hall will drift back and cover on the blue line, and now he's got to play defenseman. And look at that steal. Taylor Hall brings it back in with Leon Draisaitl. Goes cross-ice. Sekera, wrist shot, rebound. Hall put it over top of the net as Domingue got a piece of it. Wasn't there another defenseman that used to wear number 4?
Well, watch Coach's Corner tonight. He'll talk about Bobby Orr. It's Taylor Hall jumping up on the play. It was represented by Bobby Orr. Pass across, shot, go to the net, rebound opportunity, almost puts it in. You know, that guy's got an identity. And words tossed around a lot. But Taylor Hall this year, you've seen more of what Taylor Hall is as a hockey player and can be as a hockey player.
41 points on the season. Kara, Klinkhammer. Without his stick is Ekman Larson. Keeping in at the blue line was Nurse, but Chipchura starts away for Arizona. Dauphin and Downey with him. Chipchura. The rookie Dauphin. Checked by Nurse, another rookie, who leads all rookies in ice time. Chipchura. Lost it. Nurse has got it. He'll play it around the boards. Intercepted by Steve Downey. Nurse gets it again, and the Oilers able to get it out as Klinkhammer flings it high in the air, and too high. He hit the score clock.
Todd McClellan. His task is to help find that identity. It'd be interesting, though, when you talk to coaches, when you ask them about identity, they really don't have an answer about what it is. They always talk about playing the right way, and Todd McClellan's kind of got a mantra for his team, which is fast, hard, supportive. Get them playing that way, you're playing the right way, and that's your identity.
Coaches want a hard-working team. Players want a high-scoring team. Wide open, end-to-end.
Coaches want you to play in a natural way. As Trent Yanni, assistant coach for the Anaheim Ducks, loves this saying. You got to get players to play the way they don't want to play so they can become the players they want to become.
Homestand continues for the Edmonton Oilers.
The 2 losses to the LA Kings. In LA, they played really well, and then they had that minute 36. And last game against Anaheim was the better team. Just check the Oilers into the ice. Today, they've been better. But anytime you're at home, you've got to be able to put the points on the board. You've got to make your own building the toughest place for an opposition to come.
Trying to snap a 6-game losing streak against Arizona here at Raxall. They are 1-8-1 in their last 10 meetings here in Edmonton.
They don't get a lot of points against the Arizona Coyotes. And maybe it's got to do with the fact that Arizona is so disciplined in the way they play. They are a hard-working team, and you've got to be patient against them. Once you start to open up, they will counterpunch you to death.
They have struggled on the road, 2-8 in their last 10 away from the desert. The rookie Dauphin leads that draw, but Sekera keeps it in. Stone quickly to Grossman. Grossman up for Doman, but he had Davidson right on him. The test here.
Penalty coming up to Dauphin for the hit on Lori Korpikoski, high one.
The Oilers will get their second power play of the afternoon as the rookie heads to the penalty box.
Korpikoski and Dauphin get tied up, and then bang, the high chop, the high hit, forearm shiver. And that put Lori Korpikoski down, and the power play goes to the Oilers, who've already struck today.
Jordan Eberle got his third power play goal of the season at 11:39.
Dave Tippis down a man. He's down. Anton Vermette coming into the slot here. He gets his legs tangled up with Eric Greiber. Went down hard and slow getting up, and now he is left at the bench. The Phoenix. Oh my goodness, the Arizona Coyotes. I honestly, throw me out of the box next time I say it.
Letestu wins the draw. Sekera keeps it in for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Letestu back to Sekera, cross ice for Eberle. Sekera waits, and he might have waited too long as Martinuk dove out and made the play. We talked about Vermette. They're also without Martin Hansel. Joe Vitale and a former Edmonton Oiler, Boyd Gordon, along with goaltender Mike Smith. Shane Doan out on the penalty kill. Letestu brings it in. Eberle in front of the net. And a good defensive play there by Brad Richardson. Dahlback. And Doan started away shorthanded. Dahlback going for the net. His shot stopped by Talbot. Goes right up in the air. A bouncing puck goes just wide. Oh, that was closer than maybe it should have been. The Arizona Coyotes do not have a shorthanded goal this year. 54 seconds left to go in the power play for the Oilers. And icing is the call.
They don't have a power play goal this year, but Arizona came very close. Drive it up. Shot towards the net. Cam Talbot slides a little bit out of position after he gets banged with the man driving towards the net. He knocks the puck away, and then he realized, he knew that puck was very dangerously coming close to going in. So he had the second effort and was able to help keep it away. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins was standing there hoping that it was going to land on his stick, which it did instead of in the net.
Hall will lead the rush for the Oilers. He'll drop it back for Sekera. Sekera, Draisaitl, lost it to Reeder, but then got the puck back again. Draisaitl dumps it in. Teddy Purcell giving chase along with number 29. Hall with it now. Hunt back at the point. Hunt defers to Hall. Hunt ready to let that big shot go. Hall's got it instead. He'll go to Draisaitl, snaps the shot, and there is Domingue to make the save. No rebound for Anton Lander.
Wow, did Leon Draisaitl get that? It was passed by Taylor Hall across, but this is Leon Draisaitl. You know, players now can get down on that one knee on a one-timer. And this is a great save by Domingue. Comes across, beautifully tucks that arm into the torso. Make sure the puck doesn't squeeze by, but he's got a good push across, doesn't he, Louis Domingue?
Draisaitl's got 2 power play goals so far this season. Stays out there. But it is Doan who sends it down the ice. Hunt under pressure from the veteran. Chance for one last rush, but it's not going to happen. The Oilers now 1 for 2 with a man advantage as Dauphin steps out of the penalty box. 18 shots for the Oilers, 16 for the Coyotes. We're under 9 minutes to go here in the second period. All the scoring in this afternoon contest has happened in the first period. Letestu goes cross ice for Hall. Hall will dump it in. He's going to head off. Hendricks takes his spot. Letestu right out in front. Here comes Ekman-Larsson. Oliver Ekman-Larsson goes down low for Victor Tikhonov. Tikhonov checked by Letestu. The puck comes to Duclair. Max Domi right out in front for Tikhonov, just out of his reach. Connor Murphy at the blue line for Tikhonov. Tikhonov to Duclair. Tikhonov was ready to shoot, did not. Ekman-Larsson ends up with it, throws it towards the net, and Cam Talbot's got it under his pad. He'll make the save. Rogers Oilers hockey on Sportsnet.
Welcome back to Oilers Skills Competition presented by Rogers is returning to Raxall Place on Sunday, January 24th, where the team will go head-to-head in a battle of skills, speed, and accuracy. New this year, seating will be reserved, and all net proceeds from this fan-favorite event will go to support the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation and the NHLPA Goals and Dreams Fund. Tickets are only $10. Reserve your seats today at EdmontonOilers.com or by calling 780-414-GOAL. That's 780-414-4625.
8:02 to go in the second period. The Oilers with a 2-1 lead. Kel Butker towards the net. Free cracks at it for Tobias Reeder. All stopped by Cam Talbot. Talbot looking for his stick. It's sitting in the corner. The Oilers able to get it out. Here's Eberle. They'll chip it in. Chase after it against Connor Murphy. Eberle. Benoit Pouliot. Kept in by Pouliot at the point. Davidson now throws it towards the net. And a skate save by Connor Murphy. 18 shots for the Oilers, 19 for the Coyotes. The Oilers had 35 shots, or 21 shots against Anaheim. They were shot 35-21. Steve Downey stopped by Hall. Carrying on is Chipchura. Down to Downey. Downey moving in with Domi. Downey across the ice for Chipchura. Good defensive play. Turned in to chip that puck away. I say chip the puck away with Chipchura.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, man.
There you go, Gene.
He's everywhere. Steal by Hall. Across the line. Here comes Hall. Got cut off. Grossman back the other way. Grossman fires that one the length of the ice, and it's going to be icing against Arizona.
Kel Butker has 3, as you said, dynamite chances. Starts with a face-off win. Nice save, face-off win. And then there's some poor coverage choices in front. Brandon Davidson and Andre Sekera go to the same guy. 1, 2, 3 absolute dynamite chances. But Cam Talbot has got the right pad down. You got to communicate that situation. You got to realize, hey, I'm standing beside my defense partner. Never a good sign.
From the face-off, Nurse waits. He'll dish off to Schultz. Schultz throws it towards the net. That was blocked by Stone. Ends up behind the net. Grossman muscles it to Chipchura. Chipchura outlet for Stone. Stone takes the hit as he delivers the puck in. 6:20 to go in the period. Nurse. Klinkhammer. Domingue. I'll leave it there for Dahlbeck. Dahlbeck now to Martinhook. McCulloch. Doan finds Martinook. Martinook lost it at the last second. Davidson can't get it by Richardson. Davids played around the boards. McCulloch pinching. Doan's got it. His shot gets blocked. Scramble play. McCulloch able to keep it in for Richardson. Klinkhammer now can't get started. Dahlbeck at the point. Klaus Dahlbeck. A wrist shot. That one's blocked. Opportunity for Richardson. 2 cracks at it. Backhand scores. Richardson stayed with the play, and he's tied the game at 2.
You could see this coming. You really could. Watching the game, you could see the Arizona Coyotes just winning the races to pucks and keeping pucks in and keeping plays alive. Oilers not able to clear. And then it just became constant pressure and a relentless effort by Richardson. You've got 3 Edmonton Oilers watching Richardson doing this. You've got Darnell Nurse down trying to block the shot. While you're getting in front of your goaltender, right in front of your goaltender trying to block a shot is beyond me. If you're going to play this, get up, get on your feet, tie Richardson's stick up and get him off the puck. The constant want from coaches to block shots sometimes is the wrong play.
Brad Richardson came into the game without a goal in his last 22 contests. He gets his 3rd of the season, and Martinook gets his 2nd helper of the afternoon. And we've got a tie game.
Why do you have a goaltender with all those pads on if you're a defenseman in the crease with your down trying to block shots? Get up, get on your feet, get your man off the puck.
The Oilers have now given up 47 second-period goals. That leads the NHL. Tobias Reeder with a backhand. Dauphin. His shot is blocked. And the Oilers start away. And this is Ryan Nugent-Hopkins to Jordan Eberle. Jordan Eberle's pass intended for Pouliot, broken up by Laurent Dauphin. He gets checked by Eberle. The puck squirts free. Nugent-Hopkins has got it. He'll play it right out in front. Eberle tipped that one wide. Grossman back the other way for Arizona. Gains the line, dumps it in. The Coyotes want to make a change. 20 shots for Arizona, 18 for the Oilers. We've got under 4.5 minutes to go in the second period. A giveaway. Richardson again waits, and he waited too long. Hunt comes back defensively. But Brad Richardson was all alone in front. Doan with a puck behind the net now. Doan trying to work it out in front. This line has been good for the Arizona Coyotes this afternoon. Doan, Martinook, and Richardson.
Which team right now is playing with their nose over the puck?
Coached by Dave Tippett. Hall turns things around. He's got Draisaitl with him. Hall driving the net. His shot stopped by Domingue. So Brad Richardson has got 3 points in his last 4 games. And we've got a tie here at Edmonton.
Welcome back. Saturday's Hockey Night in Canada, but it's also Hockey Night in Fort Saskatchewan to help raise money for Bo Cooper. Cooper, a fireman in Fort McMurray, who's been fighting leukemia. It's now his 3rd go-around with the disease, and he no longer has any medical coverage in Canada. He's in Maryland receiving treatment, and Brothers for Bo is an endeavor by fellow firefighters who are trying to raise money to help him with the cost of his treatment. You can donate by typing in GoFundMe/Bo Cooper. Also, there is a charity game tonight going on in Fort Saskatchewan with firefighters and Oilers alumni, so do what you can to help Bo out.
On the face-off, Korpikoski. Letestu. Hendricks out in front. Richardson plays it to the boards. Stone picks it up. He'll chip it ahead. Martinook trying to catch it. But Schultz is there defensively. Schultz plays it off the boards for Nurse. Quickly up to Korpikoski. Korpikoski plays it off the boards, trying to get it to Hendricks. He gets it to him. Number 23 with the puck now. Ridden off there by Nugent. Ekman Larson stayed with it, though. Letestu from the corner. He gets double teamed. The puck comes to Korpikoski. Lauri Korpikoski can't get the shot away. Martinook outlets to Doan. End of the shift for that line. They will send it down the ice. Just over 3 minutes left to go in the period. The Coyotes and the Oilers tied at 2 apiece. The second of 5 between these teams. They'll hook up again shortly, January 12th in the desert. Pouliot waits, couldn't get the shot. And Grossman will pick it up. Grossman slips it down the ice. Sekera. Davidson now to Eberle. Jordan Eberle down the right side, a wrist shot. Rebounded into the corner by Domingue. Right at the side of the net was Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Tobias Reeder quickly back the other way with Anthony Duclair. He'll peel off. Duclair stays out there with Domi and Tikhonov. Jordan Martinook, his second career 2-point game. He's got 2 assists this afternoon. Chipchura's got the puck. He'll get it to Downey. Throws it towards the net. Talbot with the save. The rebound picked up by Hall. Hall streaking down the right side. Taylor Hall stops up. Hall feeds it back to the point. Hunt with a shot that goes off the stick of Chipchura and up into the netting.
It's game time.
Brad Hunt brought up from Bakersfield, mainly because he's got that bomb of a shot, and they need somebody that can pound it from the point. The Oilers can pick up some rebound off to his knee. They've yet to see it, though, so far in the first game and a touch that he's been in the lineup.
Stays out there with Eric Greiba. Face-off win for Richardson. He'll get it to Doan. Doan off the boards for Martinook. And that play didn't work as we open the mic of one Gene Principe.
Kevin and Drew, just a reminder, Rogers Hometown Hockey, presented by Scotiabank and Dodge, continues this time in Thunder Bay, Ontario. Eric Carlson and the Senators head to the Madhouse on Madison to take on Jonathan Toews and the Blackhawks. That's Sunday on Sportsnet.
Gene, some good news for the Arizona Coyotes as Antoine Vermette is back. As Hunt lets that shot go that Drew was talking about, Domingue the save.
Gets on you in a hurry. And you listen to Kelly Rudy talk, and he talks about it all the time. The difference between a shot that gets on you quick and is heavy. And Brad Hunt's got both.
Raxall will try to get it back to him, but again, Richardson wins the faceoff. They talked about this Arizona team. They are number 2 in the league when it comes to the dot. Richardson with the puck now. Richardson across the line, trying to get a shot. Can't do it. Goes after the puck to Doan. Doan behind the net. Shane Doan back to the point. Connor Murphy's shot doesn't make it through. Doan will dish to Ekman Larsson. Picked off there by Teddy Purcell. Leon Draisaitl from the corner. Draisaitl knocked down by Connor Murphy. Pinned against the boards. The puck is still alive. Ekman Larsson stripped there by Klinkhammer. Nurse shot. Big rebound. And cleared away by Shane Doan. We're under a minute to go in the period. Domingue leaves it for Dahlbeck. Dahlbeck checked immediately by Jujhar Khaira. Khaira, Klinkhammer, and Lender the forward line. Darnell Nurse pinching. He'll keep the puck in for the Oilers. Behind the net is Khaira. Khaira centers it right out in front. It's picked off by Antoine Vermette. Vodka to Tobias Reeder. Reeder spins inside the line, throws a weak shot onto Talbot, handled it easily. And then Butker on the steal, and Talbot has seen enough, and he will cover.
Excellent read by both Cam Talbot and Michael Butker. Mikhail Butker jumped on that play, and Talbot had to respond to a play that was scoring from Schultz back to his deep partner behind the net. That's a goaltender who's aware. That's a goaltender who's focused.
Butker leads his team in assists and points. He is currently coming into this game on a 4-game point streak. 23.4 left to go in the period. Hendricks against Dauphin. Dauphin wins the draw back to Grossman, down to Stone behind the net. Picked up there by Davidson. Davidson to the middle for Hendricks. Hendricks relieves the pressure and quickly gets the puck out to Korpikoski. Mark Letestu to Korpikoski. Hendricks out in front calling for it. The puck comes there, but it was broken up by Stone. Now a shot. That one deflects. Letestu. And the wagon line hard working at the end. But David Amber, the second period continues to be troublesome for the Oilers. They give up a goal. We're tied at 2. Welcome back as 2 periods in the books. Let's take a look at the scoring summaries brought to you by Worley Parsons Ford. Visit WorleyParsonsFord.com to join our leading industrial construction team and enjoy great benefits in a safe work environment.
First period stays the same. Scoring summary that I read earlier. Second period, it jumps to 1 goal. Brad Richardson with third. Good work. Again, Martinic with a second point. Pearson from David Moyer. Moisey told me. Score 2-2. Shots 22-22. Face-offs 21-21. Block shots 9-9. That's why you get paid the big bucks, Moisey. And that is a team, 2 teams that are even Steven, baby.
And I'll give you another.
Don't. You're blowing my mind. Don't.
After 2 teams tied after 2, each team has won 6 times when it's tied after 40. The third period that's underway. That was the sound of a mind being blown. Oilers trying to even this series at a game apiece. Korpikoski stopped there by Tobias Reeder. Reeder will take the first shot of the period. It's blocked by Davidson. Ekman Larsson, though, keeps it in for Arizona. Shane Doan. Davidson watching him. Gets it to Sekera. Andre Sekera off the boards for Hendricks. Ekman Larsson wires a shot in. It eventually gets to Talbot. It was slowed up there by Davidson. Stone shot off the stick of Pouliot and out of play. As we go to the guy that's always even, Steven. Here's Gino.
Well, Kevin and Drew, Safeway's featured participating product for today's game is Heinz Beans, or, oh, my favorite, Pan Asta.
Benoit Pouliot lines up against Lorenzo Pan. Pouliot wins the draw. Schultz. Nugent-Hopkins at center. Nugent-Hopkins chips it in. Everly has got a goal in this afternoon's game. Pouliot with it now. Back to the point it comes. Schultz with a wrist shot through traffic that went off the stick of Reeder. Caught by Louis Domingue.
Louis Domingue having a conversation with the official in that situation. I don't think he liked the jump for a puck that was in front of him. He thought maybe a little goaltender interference.
Marchonette and Brad Meyer are the referees for this afternoon's game. Draisaitl against Vermette. Draisaitl wins it back to Nurse. Shot by Schultz and another glove save by Louis Domingue.
Watch Leon Draisaitl in the face-off circle. We showed you last game how good he is at it. When you have a guy like Leon, he's starting to direct traffic, but he's so strong and powerful that when he gets this situation and he drives to his backhand, he's tough to beat. Oh, he got beat there, though.
He got beat by a veteran in Antoine Vermette.
Just gave him a kiss of death.
Talbot takes that shot up high and hangs on.
Here's a neat little stat. We always keep talking about comparisons and similarities. How about Max Domi and his dad, Ty? In their initial season, 2002-03 in Toronto, Ty Domi, 15 goals. This season, his son has got 10, 29, 27 points so far. The shots, 71-91. Now, Ty will tell you his dad, that his son is a much more skilled player. But Max Domi has been one of the guys that have been driving the offensive ship for the Coyotes.
The rookies on this team, number 1 team in terms of points generated by first-year players. They've got 61.
Just Duclair and Domi lead everybody with 46.
All with the puck now. Ball for Teddy Purcell, and offside was Leon Draisaitl. As we talked about the rookies, let's take a look at rookie scoring.
And if you're with the Arizona Coyotes, you got to feel good about this. Now, Panarin is out of his mind crazy. He doesn't realize he's a rookie in the National Hockey League playing with Patrick Kane. But if you're Arizona, you're feeling good about this because this is what you're doing. You're building your team, getting some good draft picks. And these two guys, Max Domi, Anthony Duclair, have come in and been terrific.
Kara rattles the glass with that hit on McCulloch. Klinkhammer, Lander, and Kara up front now. Downey starts back for Arizona, gets to center, he'll give it to Chipchura. Chipchura trying to get around Hunt. Chipchura back to the point, McCulloch goes cross ice. Dalbec throws it towards the net, that one missed the target. Chipchura on the near side. Tikhonov from the corner. Victor Tikhonov leaves it there for Chipchura. Battle in front with Gryba and Downing. Chipchura turns, lets it go. Didn't make it through, but this line keeping the pressure on. Hunt knocks down Tikhonov. Klinkhammer can't get it out. Downey gives it to Tikhonov. Snaps a shot, and that one goes wide. Dalbec on the far side, or Downey. Arizona trying to get a change in. They will get Stone on the ice. He goes to the blue line. Anton Lander working hard to get it to Gryba. Gryba relieves the pressure to Klinkhammer, who sends it down the ice.
Unsportsmanlike. Somebody's getting an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, and I think it might be Victor Tikhonov.
Brad Meyer not
Arizona
happy.
penalty number 17, minor penalty unsportsmanlike conduct.
Sorry? It was not. Steve Downey going into the penalty box for unsportsmanlike conduct. Good work by Victor Tikhonov down low against Anton Lander, and as this play moves up the ice, Steve Downey says something to the official, and that caused the penalty. There's the bone-rattling and glass-rattling hit by J.J. Kara. Steve Downey has put his team down by one man in this situation.
And the Oilers get their third power play of the afternoon. 11:39. It was Jordan Eberle. He's up there now. Stone, though, has the puck.
2 minutes for
This is the 8th best penalty-killing team on the road. Letestu drops it back for Andrei Sekera. He'll lead the rush for the Oilers. Sekera drops for Nugent Hopkins. Quickly over to Letestu. He'll give it to Eberle. Jordan Eberle back to the point. Sekera fakes the shot. Now to Pouliot. He'll step into a blast. Stone had his stick knocked out of his hand. He's got to go get it. That means Pouliot's open. The puck doesn't get to him. Oilers, though, keep control. Eberle, a hard pass to Sekera, and the Oilers will have to regroup. Jordan Eberle brings it back in, dishes to Nugent Hopkins. Ryan Nugent Hopkins to Sekera. They play catch. Nugent Hopkins walks in. He'll snap a shot, and Domingue makes the save with Benoit Pouliot right in his kitchen.
I think Louis Domingue is another reason you think, if you're an Arizona Coyotes fan, that good things are on the horizon. There's the block shot by Stone, Michael Stone going down and block it, and then the hard pass comes across, but it was tipped and didn't allow Benoit Pouliot as Michael Stone was going to get his stick. So Louis Domingue has looked very good.
A 5th-round draft pick in 2010. Last year, he didn't play much. He was 1-2-1. Antoine Vermette on the ice defensively. Draisaitl keeps it in. Lander pushes it behind the net for Hall. Hall under pressure, able to keep it in for Hunt. Hunt moves to the middle. Teddy Purcell out in front. Hall tips it. Lander was right on the doorstep. Hall gets it back to Hunt. Hunt to Hall. Taylor Hall. Great play to Hunt. Draisaitl to Hall, snaps a shot, and there is Domingue coming across, but how about Leon Draisaitl's pass to Taylor Hall?
Nice pass by Leon Draisaitl, and it's pretty hard to make a pass with tears in your eyes, and we're going to show you why. First off, there's the pass, a little one-touch pass over. Domingue over to make the save. This is why he had tears in his eyes. Watch this elbow. Boom! Ouch! That's going to make your eyes water no matter who you are. Still, tough kid, stayed out there, made a really nice play.
Letestu will take the draw against Chipchura, down to 32 seconds of power play time for the Oilers. Stone rips it around the boards, but Hunt keeps it in on the near side. He'll give it to Taylor Hall. Hall drops it back to Hunt. Hunt lets a shot go. It is blocked by Martinook. Comes right back to number 24. Leon Draisaitl on the far side. Purcell to Hunt. Now to Hall. Back to Hunt. Takes the shot. Draisaitl will take it. Went off of Grossman, and then Grossman sent it down the ice.
They don't want Brad Hunt to do that. They want Brad Hunt, when that puck comes back for a one-timer, to one-time it, drill it.
Oilers got 3 shots on that power play. They are now 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Jordan Eberle bobbles it. Ekman Larson starts back for Arizona. He'll come cross ice to Bodker. Mikkel Bodker snaps a shot. Talbot the save. The rebound is there out in front. Cleared away as Tobias Reeder was right on the doorstep. Talbot will make the save and hang on.
That was tough in front. Darnell Nurse shaking his head. He does the right thing here. Shot. He just turns and whacks the stick out of his man, but he just overplays him a little bit. Stop on a dime was Bodker. Then he keeps the play alive. Stick in the face to Justin Schultz. There's a lot of things going on there, but the one thing that kept going was the Arizona Coyotes. They kept at it and at it thanks to Bodker.
This one will come back on the icing call.
The Brick, saving you more on furniture, mattresses, appliances, and big screen TVs.
It's winter time in Edmonton. Things heating up inside in this Pacific Division battle. The Oilers with 33 points. The Coyotes have 39. They're in second place. Everybody chasing the LA Kings. Hendricks with Letestu and Korpikoski. Davidson down low. Back the other way. A chance for Domi now. 2-on-1 with Duclair. Domi stops. Duclair shot scores. The pair of rookies combined to give the Coyotes a 3-2 lead.
Already talked about the rookies and how good they are. And Domi and Duclair are the two best for the Arizona Coyotes. Just a really well-executed 2-on-1. Sekera tries to go down and take away the pass, and Duclair, what a set of hands here. The lofty pass, and then bang, as soon as it hits the ice, Duclair whacks it, and it's in. Like they've been doing it for 20 years. Outstanding goal by the Coyotes.
Anthony Duclair came into the game without a goal in his last 6. He now has his 11th of the season. Max Domi picks up his 18th assist of the year. Dalbec gets his second helper, and at 5:51, the Arizona Coyotes take their lead to 1 at 3-2. They open the scoring at 6:56. Now the third goal. And the rookies lead the league in combined points, have given their team a 1-goal advantage. Antoine Vermette plays it around the boards. Waiting for it there is Michael Stone. A wrist shot through traffic and a save by Talbot. He'll clear it into the corner. Bodker keeps it in. He is out there with Vermette and Reeder. Benoit Pouliot starts back for the Oilers by giving it to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Nugent-Hopkins sends it around the boards. Pouliot waiting for it on the near side. Keep it in for Everly. Everly giving a bump. Pouliot carries on. Benoit Pouliot has got Eric Greiba out in front. He turned one way. The puck went the other. Hunt back into his own zone as the Coyotes and the Oilers both make changes. And as you might expect, the Oilers get their top line right back out there with 7 minutes gone here in the third period. Hall at center. Dumps it in. Domingue will play it. Takes a look. Plays it off the boards. Quickly coming up is Richardson. Richardson moving in with Martinook, and the puck went between his leg and his stick. Ekman Larson quickly to Connor Murphy. A wrist shot and a save by Talbot. Rogers Oilers hockey right here on Sportsnet.
Welcome back. Shop at Safeway today. Watch future Sportsnet telecasts. You can win a trip for 2 to a Dreams Resort and Spa, courtesy of RedTag.ca, where Canada shops for great travel deals. Shop at Safeway today. You could be our next lucky winner.
3 Oilers below the goal line. Brandon Davidson wants to be aggressive. He's got a little bit of support, but he can't pinch here because Max Domi reads it perfectly, and he's out of the zone. And this is a great pass. But I don't like defensemen sliding in that situation, because if you're sliding backwards, the forward's got all the time in the world to be able to make that play.
Duclair now has 20 points on the season. 28 shots for Arizona, 26 for the Oilers. Connor Murphy gave it away. Letestu trying to make him play, but Ekman Larson came back. Letestu's shot handled by Domingue. No rebound for Korpikoski.
Build your home your way with Edmonton's award-winning home builder, Coventry Homes, the preferred builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
A giveaway in the zone by Connor Murphy, but what an effort by his defense partner, Oliver Ekman-Larsson, who's known for his offense, but can play some mean D.
Leon Draisaitl against Brad Richardson. Richardson wins the draw. Grossman. Martinook gets the line and shoots it in. Richardson waiting for it on the near side. He'll play it behind the net for Martinook. Martinook gets knocked down by Brad Hunt. Stone keeps it in for Richardson. Stone gets it back. Tipped by Martinook, and that one rattles off the glass. Grossman, a wrist shot. That one's deflected. Martinook's got it again. Jordan Martinook. For Richardson, he was tied up by Greiba. Hunt under pressure from Martinook. Kept in by Stone at the line to Martinook. Jordan Martinook, 2 assists on the afternoon for him so far. Stone from the corner. Greiba's got him pinned against the boards. Draisaitl comes in to help out with Richardson there. Well, the Arizona Coyotes making changes, and the puck gets sent down the ice, and that will allow the Oilers to get a change in. Stone with it now. Checked immediately by Schultz. Nugent-Hopkins back the other way. Nugent-Hopkins with Pouliot. Brian Nugent-Hopkins driving for the net. Puts it right in front. And Duclair bounces it off the boards. The Domi, good play there by Nurse. Schultz will give it back to Darnell Nurse. Nurse starts the rush for the Oilers. Rips it around the boards. Waiting for it. Jordan Eberle. Nugent-Hopkins with it now. Nugent-Hopkins to Pouliot. Laying it out in front. It was cut off. Nurse with a shot. Glove save. Or Louis Domingue.
Connor Murphy has had a tough day. You know it's going to be a tough day when that happens.
Yep.
And then you're hustling back for the puck. Stripped. Great chance on net. Then you've got the puck all by yourself to slot. Overskated. And your defense partner steals you out, or bails you out. Connor has had a tough start, but looking for a strong finish. He is a good young defenseman.
15:59 of ice time. He is -1 on the afternoon. A first-round pick in 2011. Butker, rich shot, and that one goes high and wide. Picked up on the near side by Pouliot. He will send it in. Waiting for it is Eberle on the far side. There is Ekman-Larsson. There's Connor Murphy under pressure from Pouliot. And it's just backhanded down the ice by Vermette. Ekman-Larsson quickly up for Tobias Weider. Now to Butker. His shot deflected wide. Jujhar Khaira works his way across the line. He snaps a shot, and there is Louis Domingue to make the save. Dahlbeck and Lander come together. The Arizona Coyotes have been a dominant team against the Edmonton Oilers. The numbers don't lie.
No, they don't, Kevin. That's a very good point by you. Look at the power play. 24%. We talk about the power play, but they don't allow very many goals either. Only 37 goals allowed in 19 games. They've only allowed 2 today.
They allow the second most goals, though, in the National Hockey League. But their offense is ranked 8th best. Khaira, Lander, and Klinkhammer. Out there now, Lander to Jujhar Khaira. Khaira behind the net against McCulloch. Richardson digging for the puck as well, but it's Klinkhammer who gets it to Greiba. His shot doesn't make it through. Hunt at the point. Brad Hunt. Winds, waits, fires. And there is Louis Domingue to make the save. 3-2 the score here at Raxall. Rogers Oilers Hockey on the net. Play of the game is brought to you by Rogers NHL Game Center Live. Follow your team on any screen from anywhere.
It starts with the pinch, the exit out of the zone, the juicy pass by Max Domi, and what a finish by Anthony Duclair on the 2-on-1 go-ahead goal to this point. Look at the pass and the touch by those young guys. Scary what they can do.
30 shots for the Oilers, 29 for the Coyotes. 9:43 left to go in regulation time. Hall, Draisaitl, Purcell with Nurse and Schultz. Face-off win for Draisaitl, but it got by Schultz. Nurse back into his own zone to play it off the boards. Intercepted by Richardson. Richardson, Martinook, and Doan, the forward line for the Coyotes. This is Doan. Hall. At center. Catching up, Draisaitl. Now Nurse. Nurse snaps the shot. Domingue the save. Draisaitl looking for the rebound. Can't find it, and then pays the price as Grossman's in his face.
That's really good all around. First off, Taylor Hall comes all the way across the ice to try to help the puck out of the zone and push the pace. On the wide side, up jumps Darnell Nurse, and the young guy, Leon Draisaitl, goes to the front of the net, stops there, and tries to whack away at the rebound. That's a good play, as those are the kind of plays that will help get you that tying goal.
Second line out there now, and it is Pouliot who will take the draw against Antoine Vermette. Davidson and Sekera man the blue line. A bouncing puck splits the defenders, and a Reader shows some speed as he gets down there against Sekera. Connor Murphy back into his own zone. Murphy almost gave the puck away. Ekman Larson carries on. Here is Oliver Ekman Larson. A wrist shot. Stick save by Cam Talbot. Davidson. Nugent-Hopkins with Pouliot. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins to Benoit Pouliot. Pouliot cuts to the middle. Lets the shot go. Blocked by Murphy. Another chance. And this one is a save for Louis Domingue.
Put your hands together.
Benoit Pouliot has been effective. Trying to find that back of the net, but he's been very good, really pushing that Nugent-Hopkins-Eberle line along. Shot blocked, but then stay with it. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins tries to get to the front of the net. Pouliot on that backup shot, that second shot, I should say. Lets it go just a little quicker, but boy, Benoit Pouliot has been very effective.
35 shots for the Oilers their last game. They've got 32 so far this afternoon. Henricks, Korpikoski, and Letestu out there now. A scramble draw. And it's Letestu from the corner. Korpikoski turns, can't get the shot. Hunt keeps it in at the point where Eric Reiba throws it towards the net. That gets deflected wide. Letestu near side to Hunt, snaps a shot. That's stopped by Shane Doan. Dahlbeck plays it around the boards, and that one goes out of play. Take a look at what's happening in the Pacific Division. Your all-star captain is not in the lineup tonight. That is John Scott, voted in. And Drew, you thought that was an outrage.
No, I didn't, as a matter of fact. That he's voted in?
But he's not playing for this.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was an outrage he wasn't playing.
Yeah.
I mean, captain of the all-star team, he should be in.
Absolutely.
I know what Dave Tipp is thinking. 7-1-1 going into this game, the Coyotes versus the Pacific Division. One of the reasons they're in second place. I'm glad John Scott's in the All-Star game. I'm glad the fans voted him. I'm glad he's captain. I am completely disappointed in Dave Tippett for not having him in
Let me give you some numbers. He's played 11 games, does not have a goal. He's got 1 assist. But he is from Edmonton, and he's 6'8", 230 pounds. You're not going to 260 pounds. You're not going to argue with him.
And the fans voted him in, and that's what counts.
Just over 8 minutes left to go here in the third period. Stone drops it back for Grossman. Bodker shoots it in. Talbot stops it up there for Schultz. Around the boards it comes for Korpikoski. Lori Korpikoski. Back the other way comes Bodker. He's got Reader with him. Bodker can't get started. Broken up by Nurse. Backhanded in by Laurent Dauphin. Schultz to Draisaitl. Leon Draisaitl gets to the line and is stopped. Dauphin fakes it. Now he'll let it go. Talbot the save. He'll hang on to it. As we go downstairs to Gene.
Well, just a reminder, the Sportsnet app covers the 2016 World Junior Hockey Championships. Get the headlines, scores, stats, video highlights, and more. Download it for free today.
Sweden, Finland, one semifinal. The United States against Russia in the other.
My buddy Ronnie Wilson, who hasn't coached in a while, is doing a heck of a job with that junior team.
And no semis for Canada for the first time since 1998. And that puck ends up as a souvenir.
Discussion with Leon Draisaitl. thinking that play should be inside. Face off, not outside.
Raxall with an assist on the first Oiler goal from Taylor Hall. That line chips in 3 points. It stays out there now. And this has been a matchup all afternoon, Drew. It has been Raxall's line against Richardson's line. It includes Martinook and Doan. Martinook and Davidson both go down. Sekera comes to the near side. Hall back to help out. Ball spinning. Doan watching him. He'll play it to Andre Sekera. Sekera will give it back to his D partner, Brandon Davidson. Davidson to the middle for Draisaitl. Leon Draisaitl chips and chases. He and Ekman-Larsson come together. Ekman-Larsson plays it off the glass, off the shoulder of Davidson, and right to Domi. Max Domi has got Dauphin going to the front of the net. He couldn't get the shot away. Davidson. Nugent Hopkins now with speed across the line. Snaps a shot. Domingue the save. Eberle. Good player. Gave it away to Pouliot. Benoit Pouliot. Behind the net is Eberle. Centers it out in front. There's a shot, and what a save by Louis Domingue as he absolutely robs Benoit Pouliot.
Pouliot, Nugent Hopkins, and Eberle have been terrific today. They generate a lot of chances. Got to find a way to get it past Louis Domingue, who is doing his best impersonation of a goaltender that does not want to come out of the lineup anytime soon, no matter if Mike Smith comes back or not. Domingue has been terrific.
Benoit Pouliot with 5 chances in this afternoon's game. The latest almost tied the game at 3. That line will be out there. Vermette against Nugent Hopkins. Another scramble draw controlled by the Oilers. Greiba shot up high, and that hurt Jordan Eberle. He's going to try and make his way to the bench, but the Oilers keep possession. And Eberle's got the puck. Goes between his legs for Pouliot. Cycle for Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins behind the net, right out in front. Here's Eberle upstairs, scores! Jordan Eberle's 300th career point ties the game at 3.
His decision to stay on the ice was a wise choice. Terrific cycle down low. Great escape move right there. The escape move sets up everything off a Klaus Dahlback. And those are just Eberle hands. Now you hear the word, the term Jatsukian. I don't know what to call this, but this is Jordan Eberle. Jordan Eberle, forehand, backhand, up top. Eberle-esque. Can you say that?
Yes, you just did.
When he gets in tight, holy mackerel, he does something else. And now he's getting looked at, but what a smart, gutsy play to stay on the ice by Jordan Eberle.
5 points in his last 4 games. The game is tied at 3. Here is Korpikoski's shot, stopped by Domingue. Nugent Hopkins and Pouliot get the helpers at 14:08. Benoit Pouliot with 2 assists on the afternoon. Mark Letestu shoots it in. Ekman-Larsson has it go by him. He recovers back to the point. Schultz with it. Schultz with a wrist shot through traffic. That one doesn't make it through. Richardson picks it up. He'll give it to Doan. He'll tip it down the ice, and that's going to be icing. Well, by shopping at Safeway, Michael Kostovich of Camrose won the Lagostina 8-piece cookware set, courtesy of Safeway, and Heinz beans or canned pasta. On the goal by Jordan Eberle, his second of the afternoon.
Well, we showed you Eberle, Nugent Hopkins, and Pouliot really doing a good job generating chances. That's just pretty. Pouliot, great move by Ryan Nugent Hopkins behind the net, or in the corner, I should say, and then the finish.
Richardson plays it off the glass and gets it by Schultz. Doan watching him. Draisaitl plays it around the boards. Martinook against Nurse now. Under 5 minutes left to go in regulation time. Puck still alive behind the net. Martinook gets knocked down, and Hall comes up with it. Hall with Draisaitl. Stopped Left at the line. Richardson waits. And now a lot of guys from Arizona on the ice. With 4:28 left to go here in the third period, the Oilers will get a power play when we come back.
This pit brought to you by the number 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And some help on the Oiler bench with Jay Woodcroft and an Oiler player yet to be identified. Yelling at the referee, too many. That time you've got too many men and too many officials, but the call made Max Domi serving the penalty and the whole Oiler bench going nuts. This is a huge power play.
It is their fourth of the afternoon. The Oilers 1 for 3. It was Jordan Eberle who had the power play goal.
There's Jay. Jay is always on top of things on the bench.
Anton Lander now against Antoine Vermette. Vermette wins the draw. Sends it around the boards. Can't get it by Teddy Purcell. Purcell to Lander. Lander back to the point. Raxall waiting for it there. He's on the point with Hunt. Now it's Purcell. Purcell lets it go. Domingue the save. Comes to the near side for Brad Hunt. Hunt to Hall. Hall goes cross ice for Purcell. Gets that puck to settle down. Purcell to Hall. Hall back to Draisaitl. Now to Hunt. Hunt snaps a shot, and that one was blocked before it could get through by Stone. Draisaitl feeds Hall. Now to Hunt. Walks in. Doesn't like what he sees. Gets it to Draisaitl. He'll fire a shot to the wrist. Just wide. Hall. Vermette plays it off the boards and out. Stone with it now. He'll send it down the ice, and both teams are going to change up. Jordan Eberle on the ice. He has never had a hat trick in his career. He has 16 two-goal games. He has the puck right now. Eberle drops it back for Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins to the point. Sekera to Pouliot. Pouliot to Eberle. Eberle spins to get away from Martinook. Here's Eberle right out in front, deflected by Letestu. Ming had to make the great save. Back at the point, nobody home, and the Oilers will regroup. 37 shots for the Oilers. As the mask of Louis Domingue comes loose, and that brings about a whistle.
What a setup by Jordan Eberle. And this is individual skill, talent, poise, cut back. Going to release a little bit right there as he starts walking towards the net. He just comes off the board, starts walking towards the net. That freezes everybody. You're a defender, you've got to make a choice. Do I defend against the pass, or is he going to take it to the net? That opened up Mark Letestu for the tip, and Jordan Eberle get the puck right back and right back to work. He's been spectacular today.
They will stay out there with 32 seconds of power play time remaining. Mark Letestu is going to try and win this draw against Brad Richardson. Richardson does win it. Back to Michael Stone, who finds an opening and sends it down the ice. Under 3 minutes left in regulation time. Andre Sekera drops it back. Bobbling it was Letestu. He will deliver to Eberle. Eberle behind the net for Nugent Hopkins. Tied up there by Stone. Richardson. Checked by Pouliot. Sent down the ice by Shane Doan. And that will do it for the power play for the Oilers. As Max Domi exits the box, goes right to the bench. 2 shots for the Oilers on that power play. They're now 1 for 4. Popogoski. Hendricks. Letestu. Mikkel Boedker with Antoine Vermette and Tobias Rieder. Ekman Larsson behind the net for Vermette. It gets by him, but it comes to Boedker. He'll play it to the corner. Vermette checked by Schultz. Rieder comes in and gets it. Now he'll fire a shot. A rebound for Boedker, and he put it over top of the cage. And he had a little help there from Darnell Nurse.
Darnell Nurse stayed on his feet, got his stick on the puck. You hear coaches talk about it all the time. Stick on puck, stick on puck. But Darnell doesn't look to find the puck. He looks to find his man. He does that really well. Darnell Nurse is not one of those defensemen. When a shot comes, he turns to try to find the puck and then gets lost. He is always trying to zero in, identify his guy. And when he does that, very effective in stopping a goal.
Matt Hendricks against Antoine Vermette. On the faceoff, won by the Oilers. Davidson off the boards for Draisaitl. Tips it in. Hall going after it against Ekman-Larsson. Hall comes up with it. Connor Murphy on him. Murphy goes between the legs to Richardson. Brad Richardson gets to the line, shoots it in, wants to change. 1:30 left to go in regulation time. The matchup we have seen all afternoon continues. Draisaitl knocks that one out of the air. Leon Draisaitl goes to the middle, sweeps it towards the net, and Louis Domingue makes the save.
That's special, isn't it? Leon Draisaitl takes an impossible pass easily in the neutral zone. Waist tight, knocks it down, soft hands, little fake, cuts inside, shot on net. Domingue able to make the save. That's just a high level of skill. That's all it is.
1:14 left to go here in regulation time. An offensive zone faceoff for the Oilers. Nugent Hopkins, Eberle, Pouliot. From the draw, scramble. It's still alive. Pouliot's got it. Richardson stripped by Eberle. Grossman behind the net. Pouliot watching him. Here comes Nugent Hopkins. Turns from the corner. Nugent Hopkins. Battle for Pouliot and Stone as they go at it. The puck is still alive. Eberle, Nugent Hopkins.
Both of them.
Pouliot and Stone continue to jaw. Everybody getting in there now.
And Pouliot, Stone are going to get penalties. It's going to be coincidental minors here.
They were going at it in the corner. Gene.
Well, the homestand continues, and so does Rogers Oilers Hockey on Sportsnet. Taylor Hall and the Oilers look to fend off Eric and Jordan Staal and the Hurricanes. That'll happen Monday on Sportsnet Web.
Just a battle that, as the tail end of it, just a battle that just kept going and going and going. So the referee thought, you know what? I know it's late in the game, but I don't want to get this out of hand. Then while Pouliot totally into the game today, 100% engaged and has helped put his team into the situation where it's 3-3. But now, going to go the rest of the game without him.
4-on-4 for 48.5 seconds. And if it stays the same, we'll go 3-on-3. Nugent Hopkins directing traffic as he lines up for this draw against Antoine Vermette. Vermette wins it. Domingue got a stick in the way. Connor Murphy was going right after. So the Coyotes control. Ekman-Larsson gains the zone. Oliver Ekman-Larsson stops up. Ekman-Larsson under pressure there from Andrei Sekera. Eventually strips him of the puck. The Oilers 6th in the league in takeaways coming into this game. 20 seconds left to go in regulation time. Davidson dishes off for Nugent Hopkins. Fires a shot that goes wide. Sekera on the far side keeps it in. Andrei Sekera plays it around behind the boards and to the near side with time winding down. A chance for Nugent Hopkins. Will he get a shot? Sekera has it. But we are going to overtime. We are tied at 3.
Rogers Oilers Hockey. Brought to you by Rogers. With Rogers, stay connected wherever your day takes you. By Molson Canadian, die-hard fan and proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. By Ford, official automotive partner of the Edmonton Oilers. By Scotiabank, you're richer than you think. And by the Raxall family of pharmacies.
It is the 11th time the Oilers have gone to overtime. We're tied at 3. Here's how we got here.
It starts off with a nice little play right in front of the net. Steve Downey, boom! In. The tap in right in the crease. Leon Draisaitl, heck of a play. Watch this pass. Thank you very much, Taylor Hall. Oilers tied it up, and then they were able to take the lead. Jordan Eberle. All the time in the world. A power play goal, yes. You don't adjust your sense of power play goal. And then it became the Arizona Coyotes show. Good work by Brad Richardson. He just kept working and working. Relentless. Puts it in. A beautiful pass from Max Domi. Anthony Duclair doesn't waste any time putting that past Cam Talbot. And then the heroics late. Cue up Ryan Nugent Hopkins with a great escape. on the sick hands of Jordan Eberle.
This overtime period brought to you by RE/MAX, the right agents for today's market.
The last time the Oilers defeated the Coyotes here at Raxall was February 2013. It was a 3-2 shootout victory. Hall, Raxall, Sekera will start this overtime against Bodker, Richardson, and Oliver Ekman-Larsson. It is the 7th time that Arizona has gone to extra hockey. They're 4-3. The Oilers are 7-3.
A little confusion or explanation going on about what goes on with the two guys in the penalty box. There seems to be a referee talking to both coaches, and we're over during that before the start of this overtime to explain to the players what's going on.
Sekera back into his own zone. Andre Sekera bumped there by Richardson. Draisaitl and Bodker battle for the puck as well. Bodker from the corner. Mikkel Bodker all the way back to the blue line. Bodker circles the net, tries a wraparound right out in front, and Draisaitl there to clear it. Down the boards for Taylor Hall. Taylor Hall against Ekman-Larsson. Drop pass for Draisaitl. Draisaitl back to Sekera. His shot is blocked. Richardson starts back for Arizona slowly. Now he'll go for a skate. Max Domi on the ice. This is Connor Murphy. Murphy with Doan. Connor Murphy behind the net all the way back up top. Max Domi with the puck now. Domi hangs onto it. Doan going to the front of the net. Throws it in front, and a bouncing puck is picked up by Hall. Chance for 2-on-1 now. He's got Sekera with him. Taylor Hall moving in. Taylor Hall snaps a shot. Domingue makes the save, but he lost his stick. Hall has got it from the corner. Hall right out in front for Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Louis Domingue without his stick. Nugent-Hopkins brings it in. Nugent-Hopkins cutting for the net. Backhand hit the post. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins hit the post. Max Domi 1-on-1 now. Doan cutting for the net. Domingue has got his stick back. 3:27 left to go here in overtime. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins across the line. Nugent-Hopkins dishes off, and you hear the whistle. It's offside.
Taylor Hall's shot, so strong, knocks the stick out of the hands of Louis Domingue. Joe one looks across, looking off, and then he just fires it. Domingue makes the save, and then after that, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, what does he do? The smart thing, attack the stick side. Short side, upstairs, post.
Taylor Hall with 7 shots on the afternoon. He is second in the league in shots on goal, trailing only Alex Ovechkin. Steal now for Teddy Purcell. Letestu's out in front. Teddy Purcell circles the net. Back to the point. Darnell Nurse. Mark Letestu drops it for Nurse. Nurse moving in. Here is Nurse. Circling the net. Wraparound attempt. Stopped by Domingue. Tobias Reeder. 3 minutes to go here in overtime. Stone back into his end with Reeder and Vermette. Antoine Vermette. Tobias Reeder. Checked by Teddy Purcell. Teddy Purcell has an overtime game winner this year. Domingue clears it to an open wing. Nurse back into his own zone. Closing in on 2.5 minutes to go here in overtime. We're tied at 3. The Oilers with 40 shots. The Coyotes with 32. Leon Draisaitl down the right side. Draisaitl cutting for the net. He's got Hall out in front. Schultz out there as well. Draisaitl under pressure from Bodker. Hall with the puck now. Hall waits. Out in front. Oh, what an opportunity for Schultz to the side of the net. Oliver Ekman-Larsson gets to center. Ekman-Larsson. Bodker. Talbot out of the net to play it around the boards. Ekman-Larsson will pick it up at center. Under 2 minutes to go in overtime.
Tired group right now for the Oilers.
Bodker with the puck. Mikkel Bodker. to Richardson. Richardson tried to feed it in front and went off Draisaitl. Schultz will go and pick it up. Hall moving in with Draisaitl. Taylor Hall drops for Draisaitl. Draisaitl dancing, backhand, stopped by Domingue. Picked up by Connor Murphy. A minute and a half to go in overtime. Nugent Hopkins and Everly on the ice. Connor Murphy dropped it back, and it's picked up by Anthony Duclair. Duclair to Murphy over his stick. An opportunity now for Everly. Everly with speed across the blue line. Here comes Jordan Everly. Button hook, drops it for Sekera. Andre Sekera, nifty little pass to Nugent Hopkins. Ryan Nugent Hopkins cutting in. Here's Nugent Hopkins right in front for Everly. And the puck goes all the way out to center.
Last minute of play, the overtime.
Less than a minute to go. Jordan Everly brings it in, crisscrossing with Nugent Hopkins. Everly at the blue line. Jordan Everly still has it. Everly in the corner. Lost it to Connor Murphy. It comes to Domingue. Domingue almost cleared it off Murphy and into his own net. Pass for Max Domi out of his reach. Talbot will play it. Talbot to Nugent Hopkins with Everly. Everly with the puck now. Checked by Tobias Rieder. Everly knocked down. Still has it. Connor Murphy plays it for Tobias Rieder, trying to get by Darnell Nurse. Talbot out to play it. He'll play it off the boards and down into Coyote territory. 15 seconds left to go, and it's going to be an icing call against the Edmonton Oilers.
Justin Schultz has a chance to win the game. Leon Draisaitl brought it in the zone, controlled the play. It goes back to Taylor Hall. Beautiful pass over to Justin Schultz. Missed it. By that much.
And a timeout is called with 13.2 seconds to go. Todd McClellan wants to talk it over with a defensive zone faceoff coming up.
Cam Talbot was the guy that iced that puck all the way down. A little play that was coming up to Tobias Rieder, but boy, did Darnell Nurse play that well. And then on the pass back out, it was too far and iced. So Todd McClellan smart. Took his time out. Had to.
Not bad. A warm-up act for Hockey Night in Canada. And if this is a taste of what's coming up later on, you're in for a great night. The Oilers and Coyotes tied at 3 with 13.2 seconds to go in overtime. Vermette, Ekman Larson, and Doan out there for the Coyotes. Darnell Nurse with Teddy Purcell and Jordan Everly. And it is Teddy Purcell who is forced to take the draw. Antoine Vermette directing traffic, talking to Ekman Larson. Purcell against Vermette. Vermette wins it back to Ekman Larson. Ekman Larson steps into what's left on a rebound. Put just wide by Vermette. Doan shot. Blocker save by Talbot. Doan with another chance behind the net. Time winding down. Shane Doan will not be able to get the pass to Vermette for a shot, and we are going to a shootout.
Following a short break.
The Shootout, brought to you by RE/MAX, the right agents for today's market.
A Three Stars are brought to you by Molson Canadian, diehard fan and proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah, we're gutsy here. That's why we make the 3 stars before the shootout. Benoit Pouliot, 2 assists, totally engaged the whole night. Brad Richardson, big goal, and he has just been all over the place, goal and assist. But Jordan Everly, his 16th career 2-goal game. Will he get the third one in the shootout?
Just the third time that the Oilers have gone to a shootout this year for the Arizona Coyotes. It's the first time this season they have gone to a shootout. Louis Domingue's first road game of the year. Cam Talbot trying to snap a 3-game losing streak by beating the Coyotes for the third straight time in his career.
First shootout for Louis Domingue.
The Arizona Coyotes, 8-10-1 on the road. The Oilers, 15-21-3 at home. Arizona with 40 points. Edmonton with 34. The 1 point up for grabs.
Oilers, 5 chances in the shootout. David Moyer, 5. 5 chances in the shootout. Sorry, in the 3-on-3 overtime.
And as we mentioned, the last time the Oilers defeated the Coyotes here at Raxall, it was in a shootout. In February 2013, the Oilers trying to snap a 6-game losing streak against Arizona here at Raxall. And guess who's the first shooter? No surprise this afternoon that it's number 14, Jordan Eberle. Jordan Eberle, 2 for 2 this season in the shootout. 40% success rate in his career. Here he comes against Louis Domingue. Eberle missed the target.
You can hear him. You can hear him. On this, you can hear him go, oh, because he did exactly what he wanted to do, and then it just slipped off his stick. The puck just slipped off his stick. He's got him. He wants to go backhand high. He's able to elevate the puck that quickly. You could hear him exasperatingly moan to this guy.
Michael Butker, 12 for 39 in the shootout in his career. Barker, upstairs, scores.
Come in with a lot of speed. A beautiful fake to freeze Cam Talbot. Dropping down. Beauty upstairs. Top shelf.
Matt Hendricks, 1 for 2 this season. Will we see the paralyzer? He is the second shooter for the Oilers. Hendricks, there it is. Backhand, scores. The paralyzer works again.
He almost loses it. But he gets it, he regains, he's got composure. Almost loses it right there, then comes back, is able to stop dead and go to the backhand. Wow. I didn't know that he had named it, but...
Oh yeah, team talked to him.
All right.
Max Domi, his first ever shootout attempt. Domi, backhand misses.
Cam Talbot's very patient there. Max tries to come in and then change gears. He comes in slow and wants to change gears to get Cam Talbot moving, but Cam did not bite.
Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, 3 for 12 in his career. The third shooter for the Oilers. Nugent-Hopkins scores!
My favorite when guys come in. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins has that puck to the side. It never stops moving, so Domingue can't pick up when Ryan's going to shoot it. And the quick release beats him.
Now Cam Talbot with an opportunity to end the Oilers' 4-game losing streak. He's up against Antoine Vermette. Vermette misses. Talbot and the Oilers win and snap a 6-game losing streak at home against the Arizona Coyotes. Cam Talbot is perfect against the Coyotes in his career.
A heck of a game this afternoon. 4-3. The last one, Antoine Vermette tries to get Cam Talbot to bite. Vermette looks and sees he doesn't have much to shoot out. He tries to snake it past the pads. You get a great look at it here. Cam Talbot, aggressive, out, doesn't give up anything. And Antoine Vermette just misses on the blocker side, but Cam was perfect in that particular shot attempt by Vermette.
Cam Talbot now has won his 6th game of the season, and the Edmonton Oilers have won their 5th game against a Pacific Division foe. On the third of a 6-game homestand, they snap their 2-game losing streak at home, their 4-game losing streak overall, pick up 35 points. They're now 4 points behind Vancouver. An afternoon contest. The Edmonton Oilers came into the afternoon game with 18 victories in the afternoon since 2005. And they hadn't beaten Arizona since February of 2013. Jordan Eberle leads the charge this afternoon. He gets 2 goals. Taylor Hall gets the other. Cam Talbot gets the win in the shootout. The Oilers victorious 4-3. The final here today.